guys, and welcome back to Star Stable with Moon. So today I am at Starshine Ranch, and I know a lot of people don't do the animals here, and I think it's because they get frustrated because they can't find them. So let me show you my routine that I do, because I find them pretty much in one sweep around Starshine. So I start over here by Mary. Now when you first start with Mary, once you've done her original quest, there is not going to be a exclamation over her head, okay, when you first see her. So she doesn't remind you that you need to do it. You kind of have to remember to do it yourself when you come to Starshine. And if you don't have any animals hanging around here, then it kind of tells you you didn't do it yet. Okay, so let's start. Now what I normally do is I head over this way. You don't want to go at a full gallop because it does not give them a chance to spawn. Normally this is about the pace I'll go, the canter. Okay, now there's one of the animals right there. I come up along here. Now if it's not a herding animal, I will just click it and keep it with me. So we're just going to go ahead and take the donkey and we're going to keep looking. Now I come up here, but then once I get up here, I swing down here and I collect the plant. If I have it, it's showing because I've been on for a while doing other stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and get that. They won't be showing up if you've just logged on, but I normally go to the druids first and then I'll come down here. And after I do the druids, I go down to Valedale. I find out what I have to craft for Farah, and then I come here after I make my deliveries. So now when I know I've been on enough time, I will detour up here and go and grab the plant that's up here. And then just circle back down again. Don't mind my coughing, my allergies and asthma are flaring a little bit. Okay, so now I know that there's no animals up there, so I don't bother going up that way. I come up here to where the next one is, the next plant would be, and there's like a little flat area here. See how far away I am? The road is up there, okay? So I come here, I grab these. Then I just kind of go up and over the hill, because sometimes there will be animals. And it's not very often, but I check it anyways, because sometimes they are there, and it saves me from backtracking later if I can't find them. So I swing over this way. You don't have to go real close. Just kind of circle over and make sure there's nothing in that little dent there. Okay, and then you're just going to go around this way, because also sometimes there is one right around this corner. Again, not very often where you would automatically think to look there, but I have found them over here. So nothing there. So now I do my U-turn here, go over here. This is where you're doing two things at once. You don't have to come back here now. And I pick up my plant there. There's not usually anything right here, so I'll circle down here, pick up this plant, and then go back over here, because when I went that way I didn't go close to this big rock here. So now I want to double check, make sure that there's nothing up here, because there are sometimes between this tree here, right in this area, sometimes you'll find an animal right here. Okay, so you definitely want to come over and check this way. But coming down here, it gives me a chance to look over in the trees. Now, even coming this close, you can't always see them. You really need to go down into the grove of trees. And always be turning your camera a little. And then I come out this way through them, because you just never know. And you want to make sure you look behind you too. Make sure they weren't looking, laying down on the side of a tree where you didn't see it. So I always turn my screen around a little bit just to check. Okay, and then I go in between these two areas here, this little indent, and unfortunately you have to get kind of close sometimes before they show up. Okay, so we can see that there's nothing in here. So now I'm going to zip over, get the plant that's here. Here, where is it? It's over here somewhere. Okay, so it's not here yet for some reason. So usually there's a plant over here somewhere and you can see the sparkles. I don't see it, so it's not up yet. Okay, so then you come over this way. I take a little peek over here, make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh, now see there. See now, you saw how close I was over there. This chicken did not show up, so that's why you gotta tend to like backtrack a little bit. Make sure you have chicken feed with you before you start, because the chicken is gonna be hungry. Okay, and you feed your chicken. Now the chicken feed you get at the hay store, right here at the ranch. It's 100 shillings for the bucket, and it covers 5 feedings, which isn't bad. It's only 20 shillings per time you have to feed a chicken, but you get, what you get the 90 shillings back, plus you get 300 XP, so it's well worth that 20 shillings. Okay, then I come down through here and I check around the trees. Look over the edge over here a little bit. You want to make sure you're able to look all around, because they do sometimes hide them down in this area here. Okay, and we don't see anything there. So normally at this point, if I have something I have to herd, this is where I will definitely have anything taken back. Come over here, grab this. Now, sometimes there are chickens or something here in front of the gate, and there is nothing. I have had animals be over in this rock grove here. And let's see. Today we don't have it. Okay, so then I go this way. See, I don't go back unless I have to herd an animal. I don't go back to Mary until I'm done. And we get that plant. Okay, now we're going to go down to the apple grove. Make sure that you look over here, because again, they sneak them in sometimes right in this area here. So get close enough where you can see it. That one shows up pretty good normally. Okay, now we're going to follow the path down here. Through here I usually slow down because you've got a lot of trees and distractions in here. One more animal. So we come down this way. There's usually one here on this, and look over this way just to make sure there's nothing there. I have found foals and chickens down here before. And you just go along here. While you're going along here, you're also looking up in here to make sure nothing's right on the edge there. it's not clicking. There we go. Okay. Good. I was kind of hoping the fourth one wouldn't be down here so I could show you the rest of the path. Okay, and then if I don't find them by the time I get down to here, then it's safe to assume that they're in the other area. So we can just run up here. There's usually nothing in here. I've never found anything in this area. So you just run right up this way, stop and get that plant if you're collecting the plants. We'll go back to the road. And you won't find anything in here that I know of. So usually I hurry up until I get up to about here. Then I slow back down. Because you can find, sometimes there's some up here. Not a whole lot. It's been very rare that I have found one up in here. Okay, then we can go down here, and then I always just take a quick scoop up here. I don't think I've ever found anything here, but I just don't trust them to not sneak one in there. Okay, so then go back down here near the gate. Up, and I see it. It's right over here. It's another chicken. But before we go to there, you want to, you can check this area. They do put them up in here. Okay, so see where that road is? You don't have to cross that road. Okay, they'd be on this side. So you would check around this area here. Look for them here. They're anywhere in this area. I find them in different places in here. Oh, this time we have a sheep. Now, before I come back to get the sheep, okay, I'm going to mark my sheep just because I want to show you the rest of the route. So we're going to put a little mark right there. So let's head back and go get my sheepy. Only thing is I can't guarantee that thing marked it right. Because that doesn't work super well. There's my sheepy right there. It's not too bad. There's the mark down there, so we're going down that way anyway, I think. Yeah, we are. Okay. Now, the key thing, when you have to herd, here is the key thing that you got to remember. You want to, when you go click on him, you want to make sure you have him aimed in the direction you want. Like, I want this to go over this way and then down the road. So I'm going to get on this side of him and line myself up in a line before I click on him. Okay? Now he's going to travel straight because I put him in. See, now if you just want to go to the opposite side, you want him to turn. Okay? Now up here I'm going to want him to turn right, so I'm going to move over when we start getting close. Now see, I'm going to move over to the left because I want him to turn right. Okay. I got him. Now I'm going to make him turn a little bit more. Come on, cheapie. Oop. Oop. Okay, we're not going to get him through the gate the way I wanted him to. Okay, yeah, you can walk through things. Goat, cheapie, I can't. Okay, so it's all about maneuvering him. Go to this side. Just be careful how much you canter because it will make them run. I want to try to get to this side of him. See how I'm getting to the opposite side I want him to go? There we go. That's a good cheapie. See, I'm staying to the right of him because I want him to go left. There we go. And don't be in a hurry to get them back because that's when they become hard to handle. You want to make sure you take your time getting them back. Now, the most I'll do is I'll speed up just a little bit if I feel like I need to get ahead. See, now we're going to start turning him over towards Mary, so I'm going to go to the left of him. I'm going to stay to the left because I want him to cut over. See? And then he's in, and then everybody else is in, and we got all four. So watch this. This is why this is worth doing. See all four of these? Okay, one of them gets you 90 shillings and 300 horse XP. So that's 360 shillings and 1200 XP. That's 1,200 XP. So this is well worth it. It took me about 15 minutes to do this. 17 minutes is where I'm at on my video right now. So this is very much worth doing. And hopefully this made it easier for everybody and you understand the trick behind doing this. And I'll see you guys next video.